When the gates go up, please do not touch those glowing circles in front of us. Those are teleport pads, and I will give the call to jump when the time comes. Okay, so please don't just jump on those on your own. So go ahead and use your pure essence, re-razor, slide in your first two lost actions. Once you're done with that, go back to the cache and fill your holsters up to 99 out of 99. Make sure you're bringing your required stuff at the very least, especially healers. Make sure you're bringing like all the reflects, all the dispels that you're required to bring, because planning is going off the assumption that you are holding those tools. Just one syntax, just one, and thank you for doing that. All right, once you're done at the cache, go ahead and rally behind the alpha or delta markers. If you're part of Slime Side, you should be one of the 12 individuals that I identified earlier. All of alpha, the tanks and healers in Bravo only, and Fopta Shikyo, and then everyone else who's not part of those 12, you guys stand behind the delta marker, and you're going to be going to Golem Side. So Pomfy Pollux, you are coming over to Slime Side because you're part of Alpha. There you go. I just saw one of my teammates go over to the other side. I'm like, nope, that's not it. All right. All right, and I am tracking. I see Thunder Chicken, Arsoon, now Fumi, and Fopta are here. Good. All of Alpha. Oh, let me make sure I talk to Nick. Okay. So buddy check each other. If you're standing behind the marker, waiting to get going, check your teammates. Make sure all of your teammates have a pure essence equipped. You should all have like the same looking icon for that buff. Make sure all your teammates have a re-razor on. Check reminiscence buffs. Make sure your teammates have same things loaded in. If they don't, if it looks like kind of weird, please challenge your teammates on that, and either they will learn something today or you will learn something today. And for those of us on Slime side, just be aware Nick's with us, so they're not necessarily in voice. I'll try to type out their instructions to them. But the reason they're not in voice is because they're like completely deaf, so being in voice chat won't do anything for them. All right, let's get a confirmation of shells and sweeps. So from our sweeps 2 and 3, our shellers, our TA sheller and queen sheller, verify that you are carrying lost perception or lost shell, and then let us know in yell chat that you checked. TA shell bagged, sweep 3 holstered. Let's get a confirmation from sweep 2 and queen shell. Oodles and reindeer, cool. Thank you. All right. Thank you for checking. And everyone else also, make sure you check your lost finds holster. Click that button. Use your Mark 1 eyeball to look through that list. Make sure you're carrying what you are expecting to carry. Very easy to forget something here. And I don't think I've said this lately, but make sure that you don't leave this cache with anything less than a completely full holster. Uh, if you stepped away from the holster or the cache with like 98 or 97 out of 99, Please come back to the cache and fill those remaining slots up. Resistance potion is 1 weight. Light curtain is 1 weight. There's zero reason to leave this area with anything less than a completely full, packed to the brim holster. Okay. Even if you don't think you're gonna use it, just put it in there just in case, like, because it's an option. You might use it. Like I've used the resistance potion before for like random bits of damage, like when I have dead healers and stuff. So it certainly doesn't help. Empty space will definitely not help. So don't bring empty space. All right, cache is clear. Let's go ahead and get ready checks. Report when ready. I am expecting to see Alpha through Delta. All right. Delta ready. Bravo ready. Charlie ready. You ran the ready check, so I'm deferring to you. Hold one for Alpha. Roger that. Okay, then don't worry about that. I'll tell you what you need to do. Oh. Yeah, wiggle check, don't get AFK kicked. There is a like an anti-AFK measure in this dungeon, so just make sure you guys don't go AFK for too long and don't ignore the thing. Oh, Rain, do you have everything you need to do to do Golem side? I think you sorted out your rampages and stuff. And I think syntax is over there as well. So you should have trap intel. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and raid check Alpha one more time. Alpha ready. Okay. All teams are ready in a few moments. When I say jump, 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 those of you standing behind the Delta marker are going to take the east jump pad, and then you're going to go down one voice chat channel, and you'll be taking directions from Rain Everhart or whoever Rain Everhart taps for briefing you guys through Golem side. So those of us here on Slime side behind the Alpha marker, we're just going to stay in this voice chat channel. And we're going to take the west jump pad. All right. Last call for cash. Last call for appraiser. No runbacks. All right. Cache is clear. Appraiser is clear. Jump, jump, jump. And Golem side folks, go ahead and hop on down to Golem Gulag Gang voice chat. And we'll see you on the other side. Good luck with your encounter. Now, talking to Slime side only. Slime side only, please do not pass the alpha marker. This is a safety protocol that we're observing so we don't get any accidental right clicks on the door. Go ahead and form up into groups of 3, 1 tank, 1 healer, 1 DPS, north and south of the alpha and bravo markers. Just go ahead and take a position, whatever's open for your role. All right. Cool. Looking good. All right, I'm going to put some markers out here on the field. Please open up your map so you can follow along with this briefing, okay? The overall objective of Slime Side is for our tanks to gather viscous clots from the hallway, bring them into the 4 corner rooms, have them merge up on the circular pads, all at the same time, okay? To have that happen, we follow a specific strat. So first I'm going to break down what the non-tanks do. and then I'll break down what the tanks do. So just kind of stand by for tank instructions. All right, let me talk to Nick first because they're not in voice. All right. So Nick's been instructed. Sunday, you are going to pull the the first sanguine clot from the northwest room to the Charlie marker. Fopta is going to pull the second sanguine clot from the northeast room, second door on the right, to the Delta marker. 1Z7. Oh, hold on. Let's make an adjustment here. 1Z and Liza boarding. Can you guys switch? Yeah, there we go. We don't want the samurai to be like on the far marker. So Liza, you're going to be pulling the first sanguine clot from the northeast room, second door on the right, to the 4 marker. 1Z7 song, you're going to be pulling the second sanguine clot from the southeast room. That's the first door on the right. The second one that shows up, you're pulling that to the 1 marker. Thunder Chicken, in the southeast room, first door on the right, you're pulling the first sanguine clot to the alpha marker. Pomfrey Pollux, you are pulling the first sanguine clot from the southwest room, first door on the left, to the 2 marker. Sorry, camera issue. And then Reiko Suzuya, you are pulling the second sanguine clot from the southwest room to the Bravo marker. Okay, make sure you are pulling in the order that I ask you to. The reason that you're pulling in that order because I'm staggering the DPS who are going out of the north and south doorways so that we don't have 2 sanguine clots in close proximity to each other as you get to your markers. Okay, so it's important that our ranged DPS on 4 and 2 pull their sanguine clots first. Our melees are gonna pull the second sanguine clot from their assigned rooms, 1 and 3. Okay. Do any non-tanks have any questions so far? I still got stuff to talk about, but at this point, if you forgot like what your assignment is, please like say something. Okay. Okay. To continue, please do not kill your sanguine clot. Bring it down to like 30-20% health, something like that, but don't kill it. You're gonna you're gonna you're gonna wait until tanks do the final viscous clot pull, which I'll talk about in a few moments. But once you see the tanks mark 4 viscous clots in the hallway and then pull them out of the hallway, feel free to go ahead and kill your sanguine clot at that time. Okay. Uh, our DPS teammates, north and south, wiggle check. By the way, don't get AFK kicked. Our DPS teammates on the north and south balconies, your additional responsibility, besides keeping your sanguine clot on your marker, is you're going to kill the Bojan soldier every time it shows up at the north and south end of the hallway. Okay? So there's going to be a Bojan soldier that's going to show up like periodically. I want to say like every like 15 seconds, something like that. Make sure you aggro it immediately and kill it where it stands, right? The first one that shows up are ranged DPS on 4 and 2, so like Liza Bordine and Pomfrey Pollux. You two will already be on your markers when the first one shows up inside of the hallway, just inside of the doors. Okay, when that shows up, immediately attack it, and then kill it where it stands. If it goes over to you, that's fine. Don't like run away from it or anything. If you have to dodge like an orange circle on the ground, please dodge away from your teammate who is also on the balcony. Okay, don't dodge towards your teammate, and then have your 2 sanguine clots close to each other, and then like they merge up. Don't do that. Okay. Uh, but other than that, yeah, just make sure you kill every Bojan soldier that shows up. Uh, you shouldn't take too much damage if you do actually die to autos. After using your second wind and your bloodbath or whatever, that means that like tank stuff is taking too long, and there's probably some other issue happening. Okay. So non-tanks, do you have any questions? That should be it for explanations there. Okay, if you do have any questions, make sure you ask. Let me type additional instructions here, Nick. Okay. DPS, make sure you prioritize killing the Bojin soldier whenever that comes out. Like especially near the end. Like you might see tanks do the final pull and you might think to start killing your Sanguine Clot. If a Bojin soldier shows up, please don't ignore it because that Bojin soldier can like run into a room and knock a slime off the pad near the end. Okay, so high priority target is the Bojin soldier for our DPS on the north and south balconies. Okay. Let's talk about tank stuff. Again, if our non-tanks, if you have any questions, make sure you ask, okay? So tanks, let's talk about tank stuff. I'm gonna mark us in 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be a pull order, okay? The gist of what we are doing as tanks. Now, for me, you've been here before, right? Like I know you've been to DRS a bunch, but I don't remember if you've done the slime side. Just remind me if you have or haven't. But yeah, the gist of this is that we need to pull viscous clots. We're gonna be pulling in groups. So we're gonna pull in order, and each time you pull, you're gonna pull a certain number. So the first time you pull, you're gonna pull 3. The second time you pull, you're gonna pull 2. And then the final time that you pull, you're going to mark a viscous clot in the hallway. And then once I see 4 viscous clots marked, I will give a countdown. I will say 3, 2, 1, pull, pull, pull. And then all 4 of us will pull our final viscous clot at the same time. Okay. So the overall, that's like kind of the overall thing. Here, let me put a picture in raid text chat to describe like the specific like details of that strat. So keep in mind there are traps in this area. So the first thing we do even before pulling is clear the area of traps. Okay, we don't have perception. What we do is we pop sprint invuln and run a specific pattern. I'll cover the hallway trap today, and then move on to the northwest room. So if you guys like those of us going to the north half of the hallway, please hug the left wall, and like wait for me to explode in the hallway before moving on. Okay. Additionally, those of you going into rooms, specifically healers, wait for your tank to clear the trap, possible trap in your room before like booking it to your corner. All right, because we may or may not explode. So, Leno, since you mentioned that this is your first time in a while, take a look at raid text chat on Discord. If you see that breach plan, you're going to be running that line for the southwest room, the first door on the left. What you're going to do is get to that door. You're going to pop sprint, invuln, and then run in a straight line from the door through the circular pad, touch the far wall. Once you've done that maneuver, you can start pulling. Does that make sense? And you
Yeah.
are a Dark Knight. Do you have a like a elixir? This I know this is a little late. Do you have an elixir on you to get yourself out of Living Dead?
Nope, I forgot.
Okay, no, that's fine. We'll make an adjustment here. Thunder Chicken, can you swap with Reiko Suzuya? So Thunder Chicken over here to south west, and Reiko to southeast. There you go. To update
I got a
the pull
potion kit.
aside. Say again.
I got a potion kit now.
We'll have Thunder Chicken. Like you can use that, but we'll have Thunder Chicken also like Benny you, just to make sure that you don't die to Living Dead if you blow up. Okay. Reiko, you've moved into the southeast room, so you are going to pull the first Sanguine Clot in the southeast room, and you're gonna park it on Alpha. Okay. So Reiko, you're pulling the first Sanguine Clot. Uh, Thunder Chicken, you're now in the southwest room. You're pulling the second Sanguine Clot that shows up in the southwest room and parking it on the Bravo marker. All right. Okay, so to continue, Leno, once you do that maneuver, you're gonna pull your first set of 3 viscous clots from the hallway, uh, I ask you not to go to the hallway and like do your AE to like tag 3 of them at the same time. I know it's very tempting to do that. The reason I'm asking you not to do that is because if you are in the hallway for too long, there's going to be another set of viscous clots that will drop from the ceiling, and then those will aggro on you as well. So from the door of your room, just single target, provoke, shield lob, or rather unmanned rather, and pull 3 into your room. Once you have 3 aggroed, just bring them to the circular pad in your room, park them dead center on the circular pad, and then have them merge up to one bigger slime, okay? And that'll be after your first pull. Naofumi's going to pull after Leno. Arsun's going to pull after Naofumi. I'll pull after Arsun. And then Leno, you're going to pull after the second time after I pull. That second time, you're going to take 2. And then same thing, you single target, just bring 2 in your room. With your currently tanked viscous clot, you're going to bring all 3 of those dead center on the circular pad, have them merge up. You're going to have a +4 viscous clot. Now Fumi's going to pull 2. Arsun's going to pull 2. I'll pull 2. And then we do the final merge where I'm going to ask all tanks to mark a viscous clot in the hallway, and then we'll pull on the count of 3. All right? I know I went through that a little fast. Does anyone have any questions? Leno, if you have any questions, make sure you ask. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so to continue, there's a little bit more. Once the tanks do a final merge, I will call rupture. That's the when the big viscous clot +5 starts casting rupture after all the merges happen. Once I say the word rupture in voice chat or I shout it out, everyone needs to pop sprint and go out the north door. Even those of you down south, you need to go out the north door all the way to the east end of the bridge, and that will get us clear from any like explosions and stuff. Right? Does anyone have any questions? Invuln for trap, 3-2 hold, 1 rupture. Yep, that's the gist of it. That's pretty much it. Now Fumi got it. All right, let's go ahead and do ready checks. And report when ready. All right, Alpha ready, Bravo ready. All right, all tanks, go ahead and turn on your tank stance. We're waiting for no DPS actions, Dia. That is correct. Oh, Fopta, yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting us know you're ready. I don't want to forget you. Looks like we're getting bubble now. Sunday, you good? All right, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Yeah, go ahead and eat food. Take a bite of your moqueca. Let's get in front of the door. Your smoked chicken, whatever you got. Right, make sure you guys pull in order. Okay, make sure you guys pull in your assigned order. Smoked chicken. That was the high quality food when DRS was released. So that's just what I've been saying for 3 years. 4, 3, 2, opening the door. I'm gonna pop the hallway trap. Always clear. First sanguine clots are coming out. Nice. First pullers, please pull them to your assigned locations. I got this one. All right, second pullers, go ahead and tag your sanguine clot. Leno, go. Okay, go ahead and kill that sanguine clot. I guess on you. Don't pull any green viscous clots. You got to kill that sanguine clot, Leno, because now you're gonna have a red-green merge. All right, that's white. Oh no wipe, no wipe, no wipe. Okay, there's gonna be a sanguine clot. Okay, it showed up in northwest. Is there an available sanguine clot puller? It can't be. No, you can't hold two. Okay, let's just call wipe. This is getting out of hand. Yeah, because Sunday has two of them now. Okay, it looks like there was an unsecured sanguine clot in the southwest room. I think that was Pompey Pollux. So Pompey, make sure you get the first sanguine clot that shows up in the southwest room. Yeah, first one, and then Thunder Chicken will get the second one. So let's go ahead and wipe this, and we'll come back in and try again. And if you have any questions, Pompey, just make sure you ask, okay? But if, let us know if you understand what you need to do or if you need further clarification. Yeah, just focus on the specific thing that you need to do for this. All right, don't worry about like anything else. So you make sure you take the first sanguine clot from the southwest room, park it on the two marker on the balcony, and then kill Bojin soldiers. And that's your job. All right, go ahead and depart instance. And we're gonna pop back in and try again. Oh, we got someone who wants to join, so I'll open this up. I'll also go to the restroom real quick. Yep. All right, BRB bio. While Big Boy shows up. All right, coming back.
My Discord is muted or something.
No, I was just not here. All right. We're gonna start ready checking. Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and make sure you have enough pure essences. You're gonna want to have at least 5. Well, 4 now. But you're gonna want to have a couple every time you do DRS for future reference. All right, we got a number of folks who are AFK, so we'll ready check again in a few moments. Big Boys is here, right? Yep, there you are. That is correct. Big Boys is going to golems. All right. Taking a pulse here. If you're still in the middle of prep, just go ahead and ignore that ready check and continue doing what you need to do. Oh, Luna needs care fragments. How many do I have? I can spare some. Oh, you got it? Okay. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of people trying to give out cares. I'm just glad that we inspire that kind of charity. Either that or they were generous souls to begin with. So I don't want to act like I should be taking credit for that behavior. Yeah, you don't want to rely on people being able to give out fragments, because there might be a day when no one's able to spare any. Yeah, once upon a time it was Rosa Monday, and then it was Max Piggy. Sets the price ceiling or floor. I think Max sets the price floor. Or is it ceiling? What do you call it, ceiling? Because it's space from the the perspective of the buyer. I don't know. Now I'm confused. I'm just gonna ready check. He sets the upper bound. Okay, so it's price ceiling. All right. You're telling me he needs to sell on Kraken because I checked the market board earlier, and the fragment market on Kraken is dry. I gotta get my Kraken alt to 80 so I can be the single player on the market. Oh my gosh. All right, Reiko, let us know when you're good. Yeah, but I don't care about other dynamic servers. I care about Kraken. Don't ask me why. I'm just fixated on Kraken. Yeah, we did. So, did Reiko say they were back? Nope. Okay. We do need antidotes. Well, we need antidotes in the sense that I am requiring you to bring antidotes. The reason being is that if for some reason you get touched by a poison trap, popping an antidote will cleanse your poison. So if a mishap happens, or if you're a tank that's popping a poison trap, you can just click that antidote and you should be good to go. All right, still waiting on Reiko to come back.
Do I need to be in Gangos when you queue?
Nope, you don't. But if you need to like trade things, like a bunch of us are here in Gangos on Kraken. But if you need to like teleport to the market board, then that's fine.
No, I'm just heading to go grab some potions as you suggested.
Yeah, if you want to do that, then go ahead and
Sorry, not potions, antidotes.
yeah, go ahead and handle that. That will. It doesn't hurt to bring it. It can only help. So just go to like Alda and just buy like a stack of 99 and never worry about it again. Well, until you do DRS so much that you actually use all 99 potions, like I have. Is it? I think I could only buy 99 at a time. Or at least that was the case when I made the requirements. And if you're able to buy 999, like I don't want to ask people to buy 1,000 potions for their single DRS run. I think 99 is reasonable because it's relatively cheap. All right, gonna start art checking here. Again, if you're in the middle, if you're in the middle of prep, go ahead and click no and continue your prep. Oh, I guess antidote does work in some situations in like Palace of the Dead and stuff. So, all right, we are 99 out of 99. Take us out of PF, and we're gonna go in. All right, I've queued us in. Go ahead and click commence. If you're all tabbed out, please all tab back in. And let's get back on track. Summoner can't Asuna. Was Summoner able to Asuna at one point? Like I thought your cross job was like with a like arc what is it? Conjurer, right? Back when it was like that? Oh, Scholar? Oh no, never mind, of course. Arcanist. I thought you needed Arcanist and something else though. No?
It has been too long, I can't remember anymore.
Alright, I don't know. My brain's just making things up. Go ahead and pop your pre-pop. It should just be a pure essence and the re-raiser. Alright, once you're done, markers are absent. Once you're done, go ahead and rally behind the markers where you're standing before. Again, check your teammates, make sure actions like are sane looking. If someone has something weird, please challenge them on it. And either you will learn something today or they will learn something today. Or I said that in reverse. Either they will learn something today or you will learn something today. All right, good enough. Thank you. Shellers and sweepers, once you're standing behind your marker, go ahead and check your holsters and yell out when you verify that you're carrying your tool. TA Shell 2. All right, Leno. You can appraise right here. There's an appraiser if you need to appraise. Thank you. Sweep 3. Oh, and saddlebag. Whoops. All right, shells, sweeps. Sweep 2. Who's sweep 2? Is that? Oh, Boodles. Okay. Did I did sweep 2 call out and I just missed it? Oh, you did. Okay. Got it. It was in the middle of my appraise spam. I didn't catch that. My bad. I feel like medkits, so I don't usually recommend medkits to tanks doing golem side just because it's like medkit's a very expensive thing. Like if you think about it, like the fragment it comes from is like a very rare chance. So like I've been doing this for 3 years and like I only have like a handful of medkits. How many do I have? Oh, I have 81. Well, that's still kind of a handful considering that we've been at it for almost 4 years now. Oh, you have hundreds? All right, I don't know. I also haven't been playing lately. Maybe the drop rate changed. I have no idea. All right, I'm clearly not farming the right thing because I don't have that many med kits. But it is a relatively rare thing last I checked, so up to you guys. I mean, there's options. There's like healer instacast Isuna, by the way, instacast. Bard Warden's Paean. So there's a number of approaches to the bleed buster if that's what you're planning for. All right, we're waiting for cash to clear. Make sure you don't get AFK kicked. Oh, one without a pure. Uh-oh. Okay. No pure, Miranda, is that correct?
No, I'm good.
Okay. We don't see the buff on you.
I'm at the Ulster.
Okay. Is it someone else then? Oh, it's Baggy. No, it looks like no, I'm targeting the wrong person. Oh, you guys are standing right on top of each other.
Small Lala fell.
Okay. All right. So in this situation, so put on like whatever, like you don't have like a duelist pure, right? Just making sure. Yeah, deep essence. Is it plate bearer? Whatever like the defensive one is. Yeah, it looks like plate bearer. Okay, well that's what you gotta do. So slot in deep essence of the plate bearer, and you are we're not gonna res you. We're not gonna res you just to save on limited charges of Lost Rise. I mean, like I want to, but there's a limited charge of Lost Rise. I want to save that for people who are like not going to like die after each raid wide. Oh, you don't have that? Okay. Do you have like a regular plate bearer? Okay, just go ahead and use that and grit your teeth. there's not a whole lot we can do. So you're most likely going to get one shot by the raid wides. Yeah. If we happen to take the L here at Slime and Golem, then make sure you resolve your pure essence issue when we go back out to Gangos, if that happens. Okay. Yeah, you always gotta double check. All right, go ahead and run ready checks. Yeah, you like there's still a chance you can get rezzed by like limit break 3 and stuff. So it's not like we're trying to get you killed and kicked out. Like that's not the goal. It's just specifically I don't want to spend resources to get you up. All right, Alpha ready. Delta ready. Standing by for Bravo and Charlie. Bravo's ready. Charlie ready. All right, Alpha ready. Okay, last call for cash, last call for appraiser. No, it's not that. It's just someone without pure essence is like there's a whole lot of other stuff that they're missing now that they don't have their pure essence. I don't want to get into it right now just because we're about to jump. So, but we can engage with that topic later on if you want. All right, last call for cash, last call for appraiser. All right, let's go ahead and jump. And Golem side folks, go ahead and go back down to Golem Gulag Gang voice chat, and we'll see you on the other side. Good luck with your encounter. All right, go ahead, Slime side. Go ahead and return to your previous staging positions. Okay, so just to recap, Pomfy Pollux, make sure you're pulling the what is it? The first Sanguine Clot that shows up in the southwest room to the 2 marker on the balcony, right? And I think that's the only correction that I have to give here. All right, Pompey, you good on what you need to do there? Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right, let's go ahead and get ready checks. Oh, I meant to say this earlier. Just keep in mind, if I'm like identifying people like and trying to call out mistakes, I'm not trying to like embarrass you or anything, okay? It's just that I just want to cut through the crap and just make sure that people who need the feedback like actually understand it's for them, and I'm not just like issuing general instructions. Either that or I'm trying to get your attention so we don't wipe. But it's not meant to be like a personal thing, you know. Everyone makes mistakes, so just roll with it. Yep, invuln 3-2 hold 1 rupture. That is correct. Wiggle check, don't get AFK kick. All right, Alpha ready, Bravo ready, Fopta ready. All tanks, go ahead and turn tank stance on. All right, we're gonna wait for Golden Side call ready. Unless I missed it. Nope, I didn't. Okay. All tanks, make sure your tank stance is on. Well, okay, I don't know what happened on Golem side. They might be doing some kind of debriefing over there. Low man Golem side is harder than normal. Okay. All right. All right, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Let's get in front of the door. Oh, tanks mark here. Here, I'll mark. Lando is 1. Now Fumi is 2. Where's Arsoon? There you are. 3. All right, cool. All right, once again, wait for your tanks to blow up. I'm gonna blow up in the hallway. Room tanks are gonna blow up in their respective rooms. Please do not run ahead of your tank. And those of you going up north, hug the left wall. We are going now. Sprint. Invuln. Hallway clear. First Sanguine Clots are coming out. First pullers, go ahead and pull them into your assigned locations. All right, good. Leno, can you get that one that's hitting onesie? All right, second Sanguine Clots coming out. Thank you. Bojin soldiers are out. DPS, please kill the Bojin soldiers. All right, Leno, get that on the pad. Yep. Thank you. All right, we're good. Remember, do not kill your Sanguine Clots, okay? Non-tanks, please don't kill your Sanguine Clots. I'm gonna pull 3. All right, no self-healing, by the way. Please don't equilibrium and pull weird shit from the hallway. Healers, make sure you're healing yourselves and heal your tanks. All right, Leno, go ahead and pull 2, only 2. Be careful about like aggroing extra in the hallway. And then bring it on your circular pad and have them merge up. Yep, job. Now Fumi pulls 2. And now Fumi, be careful. There's going to be one that just wanders into your room sometimes. Just Just ignore that if that happens. Okay, I'm gonna pull 2. All right, tanks, mark a single viscous clot in the hallway, and then wait for me to give the countdown. And Leno, just as a reminder, make sure when you're attempting to merge this final one, that you stack it, like you stack all the viscous clots dead center on top of each other. Just having their like hitboxes touch slightly is not enough. I'm waiting for one more spawn here. There we go. All right, Leno, go ahead and mark a viscous clot in the hall. There you go. All right, on the count of 3, we're going to pull. Tanks are going to pull. Non-tanks, get ready to kill your sanguine clots. 1, 2, 3. Pull, pull, pull. All right, bring all viscous clots dead center on your circular pads. Non-tanks, go ahead and kill your sanguine clot. Ruptured. All right, pop sprint out the north door, all the way to the east end of the bridge. If there is more bridge to your east, you are not east enough. Healers, when you get to the corner, heal up, rescue whoever's falling behind. Tanks pop team mitigation and brace for impact. Oh, what's my... There we go. All the way in the corner, all the way in the corner, all the way in the corner. All right, good job. Check for dead or disconnected before jumping on the pad. Fopta, are you up? There you are, okay. Bravo good, Fopta good, Alpha good. Okay, let's go ahead and jump. Good job, team. Yep. All right, Golem Side is returning to us. Thank you, Golem Side, for clearing your encounter. And thank you, Rain Everhart, for leading Golem Side through your encounter. Rain, is there anyone you want to recognize for exceptional contribution to your Golem Side clear?
Everyone did good. There are a couple of new folks, and they did a perfect job. So thank you.
All right, there you go. So thank you, Rain, and thank you to our new folks who apparently did exceptionally well on Golem Side to merit recognition. So good job. And yeah, thank you everyone on Slime Side for doing your piece of the puzzle. As you saw, there's a lot of moving parts to that. So glad you guys were able to focus and do your specific piece. Okay, those of us who were on Slime Side, go ahead and remove your Lost Protect 2 and your Bubble buff. We want to minimize, not eliminate, but minimize the chance that you will buff cap during combat. All right, I'm going to take a point here today. So all tanks, go ahead and please deactivate your tank stance, turn your tank stances off. All right, with regards to Trinity Seeker, or welcome to Trinity Seeker rather, not a whole lot to explain here. I do want to talk about movement for Fourfold Mercy. If you can recall from normal mode, that is when Trinity Seeker will cleave like 4 halves of the arena in a specific sequence. The way that happens here is like twice as fast with like less like warning. Okay, fewer tells. Twice as fast, fewer tells. So the key to success here in Savage is to minimize the amount of movement you have to do, such that you don't have to like cover a whole bunch of distance to get to the safe spots. All right. So the way you do that here for Fourfold Mercy, just a little awkward dance club 2-step inside the boss's hitbox. Okay, you want to be inside the boss's hitbox and just do a little bit of movement, just enough to be like safe from the cleave. Okay, you don't want to be like running all the way out. Okay, if you're doing this, you're trying to cover too much distance. Okay, just don't. There's a little bit of movement. Awkward dance club 2-step inside the boss's hitbox. All right. Or maybe you've never been in the dance club. That's okay. Maybe you've been to the country club, do some line dancing, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. This is an electric slide. You can do it. It's electric. Boogie yogi yogi. Okay, this is all you need to do to dodge fourfold mercy. Anything more than this, and you're gonna get hit with a sword to the face, right? And this is an enraging encounter, so make sure you guys are using your lost actions. Try to time it to be in sync with your 2-minute burst window. Okay, so you want to use those lost actions and then magnify your already magnified burst damage every 2 minutes. Okay, it should line up. If you don't know how to do that, just use your lost actions whenever they're lit up. Okay, better to use them suboptimally than not at all. All right, that's all I got. Let's go ahead and run ready checks. Please report when ready. All right. Sorry, I'm typing out instructions to our teammate who's not in voice chat. All right. Alpha ready, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta are ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Tank stance check. Only I should have tank stance on. All other tanks, please deactivate your tank stance. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right. Welcome to DR Savage proper. Good job getting past slimes and golems. Now comes the fun part. Well, it's always fun. All of it's fun. Even the boring parts are fun. Here we go. 10 seconds. First thing that happens is a big old raid wide. Please mitigate for your teammates accordingly. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's get it. Use your last actions. Use your potions. All right, raid wide going out. See if I remember how to play this job. All right, fourfold mercy coming out. All right, I'm calling by safe spots. 1, 3, 4, 2. So front, back, back, front. 1, 3, 4, 2. 3, 4, and 2. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. All right, everyone stack it up inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. All right, tank stack up front. We're gonna stack and share this buster. Please mitt. All right, clear front. Only I should be up front. No one else should be up front with me. All right, stay stacked up. We're gonna break chains pretty soon here. Wait for the overhead thing to go away before moving, okay? So there's a symbol, wait for it, wait. We're going to break chains and hide behind a barricade. Break chains and hide. Hide. All right, back out to the middle. And hold burst. Hold burst. We are going to disengage momentarily. All right, right side of Charlie. Right side of Charlie. Okay, we're gonna do a small movement behind the wall right here at 4, behind the wall right here at 4. No need to go further. Alright, line on 4, burst now. Lost actions. Raid wide going out. Please mitigate for your teammates. Technically, it's a stack mechanic. Alright, come up right next to the boss here. We're gonna try to bait this triple laser in a tight spot. And we're just gonna walk out of the way, right? Alright, just walk out of that. Alright, be on stone, stone, stone. Do not be on sand, be on stone, stone, stone. We have pushed the boss. We're transitioning phase. Get intercardinal of the boss right now. Intercardinal of the boss right now. Okay, get back to the middle. We're going to dodge our second set of dash mechanics. All right, we're going to disengage again. We're going to come back to a fourfold mercy after this. We've skipped an entire phase, so. Good deeps. All right, left side of 4, left side of 4. And when we come back, it's going to be 2, 3, left, left, right, right. Boss relative, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So starting on 2, burst now. 3, 4, 1. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Okay. Ooh. Stack for chain, stack for chain, stack for chain, stack, stack, stack. Alright, break your chains, break, break. If you started far, you need to go farther, then return to the boss for mitigation and healing, raid wide going out. Alright, I'm gonna take a buster, stand clear. Okay, it's gonna jump to the middle here. We're gonna see a sand or stone sandwich with a fourfold billion. Make sure you're using your last actions. Well, it's clear that you are. Alright, fourfold is gonna be 2, 3, right, right, left, left. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Be on sand first, then 2, 3, 4, 1, then stone. 2, 3, 4, 1. Finish on sand. Finish on sand. Or stone. Stones, excuse me, stone. Damn it, I'm sorry. Miscalled that. Be on sand, sand, sand. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Apologies for that. I miscalled that. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Dodge the second grid first before dodging the laser. Grid first, then laser. We are going to bring it down to 4% and stop DPS. Ray Y going out. Let's use healer LB3 to get people off the ground. Might have to wait a long time. 8%. Stop DPS at 4. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Inside the boss's hitbox. Sides will not be safe. Yeah, slow down DPS. We're gonna stop at 4%. We're gonna see two mechanics at least. Okay, off center fourfold mercy here. All right, slow down damage. We're gonna hide behind the wall at 4. Behind the wall at 4. Then it's going to be 4, 3. Bravo and blank space, the space without the marker. All right, 4, 3. Bravo. Blank space. Stack for chain. Stack, stack, stack. Go ahead and break your chains. Break, break. All right, stop doing that damage. We are still waiting out one more mechanic. Raid Y going out. Please heal. All right, I'm going to do a safety movement here to Bravo. We're going to do this mechanic, and then we're going to healer LB3 after this. So stack on the Bravo marker. All right, this is going to be Sander Stone, then hide. Okay, Sander Stone, then hide. Be on stone first, then after stone, hide immediately. Hide now, hide now, hide now. All right, get to the middle, healer LB3, get your dead teammates up. and kill the boss. Go ahead and damage now. Good job. Kill boss now before we have to see this. All right. Good job. Thank you for observing instructions there and not going ham and killing it too early. All right. Syntax is going to scan for traps. Please do not run ahead, even if you know what you're doing. Just shell out right here. Yeah, we don't want new folks running ahead like after like veterans, and then taking the dual pad by accident. All right, all traps have been revealed. Mindfully, manually make your way to the door in front of Dahu. You're going to turn right here. You are not going to go straight. Turn right, turn right. All right, Syntax's buff team. Get ready to follow Syntax's instructions for buffs. Please be very careful around this this white trap. All right, those of you at Dahu, make sure you stay behind the door. Don't go into the door. We want 0,000% chance of early pulling Dahu. So we want to stay all the way back here. Yeah, this is not our countdown. Just chill out back here. This is Syntax trying to synchronize raid buffs. This is not for us. Please do not attack Dahu. All right, we're waiting for some RP text to show up, and then we're going to go ahead. All right, there it is. Let's go. All right. So thank you for putting these markers up. Whoever did it, I suspect it's Fopta, but I'm not sure. So there are 4 numbers on the field at least 2 points, maybe more, depending on DPS and stuff that happens. There's gonna be 4 people randomly who get marked. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's gonna be like dots over your head. Go to the marker that matches the number of dots over your head. If it looks like you might be marked, just start moving until you know for a fact that you're not the person who's marked. Okay, but if it looks close, like if you're standing in a stack of people and like you're like, who's marked? I don't know. It might not be me. Like, don't assume that it's not you. Okay, just start moving until you know for sure that it's not you. All right. That's gonna open up some safe spots. The second time we see that, tanks. If you get marked with a flare stack mechanic, you're going to 3 or 4 down south. Everyone else is getting knocked away to the north. All right. And that's all I got. Without any further ado, no countdown. Don't use your lost actions here. This is a trash boss. Or trash mob, excuse me. Trash mob. So, let's go. This is just dungeon trash, if you can believe that. Alright, dodge all this stuff on the ground. It's going to come out in a few moments here. Okay, it's going to dash up north first. And then it's going to come back down south somewhere. Alright, fire breath coming out. Get out of the way. Okay, I'm going to bring it back to the middle here. Alright. Lions are out. Numbers soon to follow. Do not stand underneath Dahu. Make sure you have visibility over your head. Alright, check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. I am a 3. I'm going to the 3 mark right now. Oh shit. My bad. I'm sorry. Shockwave. Other side fires right away. Alright, get knocked back to a safe spot that your numbered teammates opened for you. Alright, 5 breaths, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Coming in next is autos. Treat this like a long tank bus or high healing on main threat. And I'm going to try to stack these up in the middle as best as I can. All right, 30%. Rampart. Hollow ground. Just because I usually don't get to use it. All right, thank you. Repeating phase is puddles, shockwave, then numbers in that order. All right, puddles coming out. Shockwave. Oh, that's spicy. Watch out for shockwave. All right, there it is. Other side fires right away. All right, check your heads. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Get in position now. Tanks, take a look at where 3 and 4 is. If you get marked with a flare stack mechanic, you need to go down to 3 and 4 and pop a mitt. All right. Good. We got all our safe spots. Flare stack south. Everyone else up north to 1 or 2. Ah, 4 for 4. I'm on fire. Okay. All right, 5 breaths. 5 breaths. Sorry, I've just been missing that gap close for like 2 months straight. 2. Oh, I got marked. 3, 4, 5. All right. 3 autos on me and nothing. We're done. Okay, the next jump pad is 1 way. This is the 4th loot box in this dungeon. If you forgot to loot something earlier, make sure you go back and get your loot. Don't get popped by a trap. But yeah, the next jump pad is 1 way. So if you forgot to loot something, you're not getting it today. So with that, go ahead and move on to the next encounter. Oh wait, is there any dead folks? I forgot to check.
I did not see any.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's go. All right. Make sure you guys high five Syntax when you see him. And thank you for clearing the. Oh wait, he's at the statue still. That's right. Waiting for me to get to a certain part of the briefing. But when you see him again, give him a high five. All right. Welcome to Queen's Guard. This is a healer carry fight. Healers carry the fight here. So I'm going to put a picture in raid text chat, which I will be referring to in a few moments, not right now. All right, so first things first, healers. I would like you, if you don't already have it slotted in, Steel Sting or Spellforge, whatever you are responsible for your team, healers and pseudo healers. I forgot that we had a pseudo healer with us. So healers and pseudo healers, go ahead and equip Steel Sting, Spellforge, and be ready to cast that on your teammates when the countdown starts. No earlier than that, please. No earlier than that. Otherwise, it's just going to fall off mid-combat. Okay, so wait until the countdown starts, and then buff your teammates. Steel Sting goes on your healers and casters. Spellforge goes on your tanks, Fizz range, and melee teammates. All right. Next, let's talk about Dispel. I see Rain volunteering for Dispel. Good. Let's get one more. Let's get one more Dispel assigned, please. Just any healer call out. Remember, we only have 6 healers, so we're gonna have some people double hatting here. All right, I'm just gonna pick someone. Oh, there we go. Sunday. Okay, so Rain and Sunday will be dispelling. I think you know this already, but I wouldn't consider that backup. Just both of you dispel the warrior whenever the boost buff shows up, just because your co-dispeller might be on the ground, so just consider yourself the only person alive to dispel. Yeah. So not quite backup, you're the actual second primary dispeller. All right, so dispels are sorted out. Reflex. Let's see, Alpha, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo, we need a delta and echo reflect. So we only have 6 healers. All healers will be reflecting regardless of experience. So looks like Reiko needs to call something. Yes, with light curtain. If you know the timing. Bravo missing steel sting. Uh-oh. Okay, let's sort out this reflect thing first. All right, echo reflect and oh, hold on. Foxtrot reflect got called earlier by Sunday. Reiko. Let's see here. Foxtrot, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. We needed Delta and Echo, and Delta and Echo were called out. Okay. Delta is already called out by Thunder Chicken. It's fine. All of our reflects have been all of our reflects have been called out. Let's Sunday and Reiko just deconflict that in party chat, whoever's doing Delta, but yeah, Delta's covered. Okay, cool. So with regards to reflect, please take a look at raid text chat, and that diagram that I put in raid text chat, that's what those letters correspond to. Okay, so like echo reflect, for example, will be close south and close west, so like right here and right here. All right. This is gonna happen very end of the night. Don't slot in and lost reflect right now or anything. If you did, don't lose it. Right. So like right now, you should have your steel spells before John. If you are dispelling, if you're one of your 2 dispellers, your other spell is going to be dispel. And then for our lost reflectors, you can slot that in mid-combat. I will let you know when to do that. That's my plan. But if you're using light curtain, that is also doable if you know the timing. Or if you have enough light curtain to spam, then I guess that works too. Definitively figure out who's doing what in alpha party chat, because that's looking pretty ambiguous right now. I don't want to see like I thought you were gonna do it. Okay. Just like Steel Sting Spellforge, if there's a like be very clear about what you're doing. I think you're doing Delta, Reiko. Oh no, Thunder Chicken's. See, now I'm getting confused. Thunder Chicken's doing Delta. Never mind. Yep, that's correct. You're correct. I'm wrong. So Delta's already covered. Okay, so Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo, Alpha, all covered. Okay, cool. We're good. Okay, yeah. But yeah, just if you're reflecting and you don't know what your spots are, I put the diagram in raid text chat. Make sure you refer to that. If you have any questions on where your position is, please take a look. Okay. All right. Healer stuff has been hashed out. Let's get all tanks up front. Oh, go ahead. What's your question, Thunder?
Well,
Thunder Chicken. What's your question? No, Delta is like Delta and /4. There's a D4 marker in that diagram. You see that, so that D/4, if you kind of overlay that diagram onto our arena right now, your Delta like reflect orbs are around this area right here. If that makes sense. Does that make sense, or like do you need more than that? Okay, cool.
and is it the duty of anyone in Delta to reflect there, or
No,
does
they already called it out, right? So if you scroll up, Thunder Chicken said Delta reflect. They're claiming the Delta reflect, like they're personally responsible.
I get it now. Okay.
Yeah. But having said that, shit hits the fan, and if Thunder Chicken happens to go down, they're gonna say Delta reflect down. Then anyone with reflect can pitch in and like reflect in a pinch if they're able to do that. Sometimes people carry like light curtain. Like I have 2 light curtains in my pocket. Like I could attempt to reflect in a pinch. So yeah, there's that. All right, let's get all tanks up front. Go ahead and give out some assignments here. Here, let's give you that. Gonna have you do this, you do this, you do this, and you do this. Arsoon, just floater tank. Just be ready to jump in as necessary if any of these tanks die. Okay, so the way this is going to work, Hex 1, Hex 2 are going to be the main primary pairs of tank pair. So I'm going to be, or Hex 1 is going to be West tank. Hex 2 will be East tank. Chain pair and targeted to ignore, you four are going to be doing stuff at the very end of the fight. You're going to be taking an aura sphere. All right, ones go first, twos go second. So Boodles, Butter Kicks, your first north. Leno Sky, your first south. Kan Miyamoto, second north. Naofumi, second south. With regards to the aura sphere, at the very end of the fight, when reflects and stuff are happening, there's going to be two aura spheres that show up at the north and south end of the arena. Your job is to turn your tank stance on when it's your turn. Provoke, spam your threat tool, and be top aggro. When it dies, you pop a invuln, and then you turn your tank stance off. Right? Any questions? Right. Sorry, I was answering a question in party chat. As a healer, what's the timing on? With regards to Steel Sting Spellforge, answering a question in party chat, but it's applicable to all healers and pseudo healers. Wait until I start the countdown, and then give it to your teammates. There's going to be at least 2 points in the fight where I'm going to be telling you to give a specific buff to all of your teammates. And I am tracking that Bravo is missing a Steel Sting, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Like both the healer and the pseudo healer do not have Steel Sting. Is that correct? Okay. All right. That's unfortunate. Steel Sting. Steel Sting goes on casters and healers. All right. If you need Steel Sting during the fight, just like yell out like need Steel Sting like that. And then healers, if you can right click and target in chat the person yelling that out, and then just give them Steel Sting as necessary. Or yeah, figure out a way to figure out who needs Steel Sting. But yeah, just call it out in yell chat. Don't say it in voice chat, because like we're gonna be like, who are you? Like don't do that. But if you need Steel Sting, just say something in yell chat and try to get a healer's attention. And I'll try to echo whatever message I see. Yeah, wiggle check. Don't get AFK kick. We've been here for a little bit. All right. So where was I? Okay, tank stuff has been assigned. Healer stuff has been assigned. Let's talk about one mechanic here. That is the so-called Mustadio mechanic. So if you can recall that fight from Orban Monastery, I think, Mustadio will give you like a 3/4 ring, and you want to point the opening towards the source of damage, right? He does like a big old cutscene where you have to point the hole towards his perch. Here, the Queen's Gunner gives out that ring, okay? So when you get that ring, you want to point the opening towards two things in sequence. The first will be the Queen's Gunner in the middle. You want to point your hole towards the source of damage. So Queen's Gunner is going to radiate out a Queen shot, and then there's going to be some turrets along the east and west edges of the arena. Make sure you are only in front of one, and you're going to rotate and face your hole towards that turret after receiving damage from the Queen's Gunner, okay? So Gunner first, then turret on the side.
And how do we know which turret we should be facing it to?
There's just a bunch. You just, whatever you're in line with, just make sure you're definitely in line with one, only one, and then face your opening towards that. Sorry, was there a
Understood.
question from Nick? Oh. Well, 1 second. Okay. I think I answered his question. Yep. Okay, looks like you got it. Okay, as far as mechanics, that's all I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and get ready checks out. And report when ready. Oh, you got it. Okay. All right, Alpha ready. Delta ready. Bravo ready. Stand by for Charlie. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot. I used to do like a lot of explanation. Well, I say used to, but this was like very early prog. We would explain each mechanic at Queen's Guard for like an hour, and then pull and then like hit enrage on the first phase. Like it's just like no, let's just keep pulling and get experience. So I don't do a whole lot. I'm not expecting like people to know everything up front. All right, Charlie, ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and take a bite of your smoked chicken, your pop toast salad, totally unexpired garlic pizza, smoked chicken, or I already said that, moquecas. All right, tank stance check. All tanks, go ahead and turn your tank stance on. We are going to fight for aggro because Syntax Air has got a duelist buff. As they're going to bust out extreme amounts of damage. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right. Lost actions right away. We're going to do some AE spam here. Lost actions right away. Tanks are going to fight for threat. And I'm pretty bad at this. Oh, yeah. Steel Sting Spellforge on your teammates now. I'm pretty bad at Paladin, so I'm probably not going to pull threat here. And we are going to commit to this countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last actions, potions, everything you got. All right, Ray White going out. Use mitigate for your teammates. Dude, I'm just pressing my quick crap. All right, tank stance is off. Only Scorn and myself should have it on. Scorn, go ahead and pull the warrior to the wall. All right, we're gonna bring this tank to the middle here. All right, we are on yellow steel sting. Give everyone yellow steel sting. Tanks have priority. Otherwise, we are not holding threat. Yellow steel sting. Bravo needs steel sting. Don't forget. First bomb mechanic. All right, sword omen. For this mechanic, you're going to find your safe bomb out on the edge next to the death wall. Bombs are not tethered. If you're tethered, you're going to small bomb next to the death wall. Small bomb next to the death wall if you're tethered. If you're not tethered, big bomb. All right, do not be in the middle. Tethered folks, you're going to land first. When you land, run to a bomb that just exploded. Wait for the second explosion to hit. So go to a bomb that just exploded. Clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, reflectors. If you died, please say something. Don't say I'm dead. Let us know what you're responsible for. What needs coverage. Okay. Warrior is boosted. Please dispel now. Raid White is going out. All right. Good job. We're alive. Night is high. Yep, night is high. Keep in mind, folks, they do need to die at the same time. Make sure you keep an eye on the HP list. All right. If you're tethered, you will be going to Swirly Wind. If not, you're going to Sparkly Gravity. So tethers to Swirly Wind now. Knight is casting Sword Omen. We're going to find the safe quarter around the Knight in the middle. We're going to go far away. All right, south, far south, far south, far south. Warrior is boosting. Please dispel now. Please dispel the warrior now. Raid Y going out. Mitigate for your teammates. All right, Buster on tanks. Warriors high. Yep. Well, we hit enrage on this yesterday because they were imbalanced. So make sure you guys pay attention to the hit points. All right, good job. Steel Sting Spellforge no longer required. I'm gonna get the soldier to the wall first, gunner to the middle next. All right. Healers, go ahead and slot in Lost Reflect if that's what you're going to use for the reflect phase at the end. You got a few seconds right now to open up your holster and do that. Not a whole lot of damage going out. All right, small balls turn the frogs. Follow the frogs one jump. They will create a safe spot between them. All right, safe spot is dead south, dead south, dead south. Your Saudi ring is out. Aim your opening towards the gunner in the middle first. Turret on the side. Clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. Buster on tanks. All right. Turrets are coming out next. I'm going to ask you guys to focus on the east turret. Let's try to prevent Scorn from having to use his Living Dead. All right. Pretty soon here, turrets are going to come out. Please focus on the east turret next to Scorn, tank number 2. All right, kill those turrets. Kill both turrets. Just gonna inform this. All right, Raybai's coming out soon. Thank you. Please mitigate for your teammates. Make sure you're using your lost actions. All right, coming up next is hot or cold. If it's hot, it's just like cast rem. It's a pyretic. If it's cold, you keep moving, keep casting. Stand by for the call. Keep moving. Keep cast. Do not stop to cast. Do not get locked in a jump animation lock. All right, clear. Good job. Reflectors start getting familiar or getting oriented with where you're going, where you're reflecting. Get your reflex ready. Chain 1, target to ignore 1 tanks. Get ready to turn your tank stance on. All right, chain 1, target to ignore 1 tanks. Turn your tank stances on. All other tank stances off. DPS split up north-south. Kill the aura spheres first before engaging the 4 corner bosses. All right, there's the aura sphere. All right. First set of tanks, when your aura sphere dies, pop it invuln and invuln that orange marker. All right, careful of getting reflected here. All right, number 2 tanks, turn your tank stance on. I don't know what orb is that. Looks like Delta. Delta position needs reinforcement. Disengage for a second. Don't get parried. Don't get reflected. Number 2 tanks. Get in position. DPS split up north-south. Reflectors get back into position. We need reinforcement on Delta. All right, Aura Sphere 2 is out. DPS, please kill the Aura Spheres first. North Aura Sphere has no DPS on it. This is going to one-shot someone. All right, never mind. Go ahead and invuln that marker. All right, good job. Healer LB3, if possible. I think we're not going to... I should have waited. That's my bad. Disengage for a second. Don't get parried. Don't get reflected. All right, yep. Good enough.
We have Thunder Chicken down at the south, or at the very west.
Roger that. Thank you. All right, good job. I should have held for LB3 there, but that's, whatever. It's fine. The milk has already been spilt. I'll just have to reflect and do better in the future. All right, let's get Thunder off the ground. Please observe the res protocol. Let's just have 1 healer at a time resing so we don't have like 5 ambulances reporting the same medical emergency. That's a waste of resources. But specifically, we don't want to like pop 5 lost arises and only have 1 person actually use it. Oh, you went into the wall? Oh, whoops. Like by accident? Well, I mean, clearly by accident. You wouldn't. I don't think you'd have done that on purpose. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to ask that question. That was not well thought out on my part.
Hey, don't kink shame.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, they're off the ground. Good job. With regards to that, Reiko, you don't have to slot in anything until you actually need the slot for something. So we don't need Spellforge going forward, but if you need to overslide it with like a Lost Rise to get someone off the ground, that'll be a good candidate. You're probably going to Dispel at some point as well, so just keep that slot open, and like unless you need it for something, you don't need to slot over it. Okay. Actually, yo, Miranda, if you gotta go take care of that, then go take care of that. Don't feel compelled to stick around here. If like this sounds like an IRL thing. All right, but I'm not gonna act like person's parent here. All right, I'm gonna go over to 4. I'm gonna go to 4. So if you're on the one side right now and you want to go to 4, you don't have to. But just understand that I'm gonna pull over 4, and we're gonna gamble on some uptime here.
Sorry, which side should I be heading for?
Uh, come over to 4. Come over to 4. Yeah, we're just gambling on uptime. So you guys on the one side, be prepared to be wrong. All right. So after the countdown, at the end of the countdown, I'm going to pull over to 4. I want to see all of our salted earths, ley lines, earthly stars, healer bubbles, all those ground effects, picto floor thing, the starry whatever here on the 4 side, and I want to hopefully we can see the we can get the uptime here. All right. So the standby for countdown, 30 on the board. Yeah, no coward stars. I don't want to see any earthly stars cast in the middle. I want to see commitment. We're gonna commit to the 4. All right. With regards to lost actions, just use what you have left in the tank. Don't slide in anything new. All right. I see the bet. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. First thing that happens is a raid wide. Big old raid wide. Oh, I gotta turn my tank stance off. My bad. All right. We are looking for circle donut. Circle donut. Ah! Pain! We're going to 1. All right. Unfortunate. 50% of the time, I am wrong every time. All right, we're just going to walk with this donut. Don't fall behind. Don't get ahead. I was right on the lip of that. All right, don't walk into the death wall at the end. Wait for Bravo to stop flashing. Go to Bravo now. Okay, go back into Alpha. All right, we're going to wait for 3 flashes on Bravo. Then we're going to return to Bravo. One, 2, 3. Switch. We're waiting for 3 flashes on Alpha. Then we're going to go back into Alpha. 1, 2, 3. Switch. All right. Add phase. Uh-oh. All right, healers, you're going to heal up the Misty rates. Everyone else will kill the Bloody rates. Big boys did the thing again. Is that what happened? All right. second wave. When your current target is dead, move towards another target that might be alive. Don't assume that other people have it, because they could be assuming that you're going to do it. Final wave. I want to clemency this wrath. Yes. Interrupt mid. All right, cool. All right, coming up next, sweep 2 is going to sweep for traps going down to TA. Please do not just book it and blow up a trap with your face. We're going to be using perception to go downstairs. All right, we're going to go down or go up to between 2 and 3. I'm sorry, up between 2 and 3. It's been a while. All right, we're going to get knocked down the circle lane, whatever that is. Okay, 2. So stack on 2. We're going to get knocked down. We're going to wait for 3 flashes on Charlie. Wait here. 1, 2, 3. Switch lanes. We're waiting for 3 flashes on Bravo, then we will return to Bravo. 1. All right, we're done. Let's go ahead and get our teammate off the ground. Again, please observe res protocol. 1 healer at a time. Stand on the body to communicate that you are attempting a res. And who is our sweep 2? Boodle's Butter Kicks. Go ahead and slot in and start revealing traps on the way down to TA. And everyone else, stay behind Boodles, but mindfully, manually make your way down to Trinity Avowed. Do not auto run, do not auto brain. And Boodles, don't be careful to like outrun your own trap sweep. It might take a second or 2 for the traps to show up. You don't know where they're going to show up. Don't worry about what everyone else around you is doing, Boodles. Just carefully reveal the traps. If people are jumping and like telling you where to go, just ignore that. All right, just go slowly. All right, careful about with that in the connecting hallway. There's 3 more in that room. Okay, we popped the mini trap. That's unfortunate. We only have 1 more. Yeah, be careful about like going through these hallways. Okay, go ahead and just go down to Trinity Avowed, and we're gonna take a 5-minute bio break. Yeah, it looked like an accident, but just be careful, guys. Like, we need these traps to go through DRS, otherwise we're just gonna just wipe. Like, there's nothing else to do. I'm gonna pop this. We're gonna take a 5-minute. All right, so hitting my macro here. Yeah, you gotta be careful because like we need that trap to go through DRS. All right, take 5, and we're gonna reconvene at 12. Let's say 22. Let's give it 5 minutes and seconds. Some change, 5 and change. All right. If anyone has any questions, by the way, make sure you ask it. This is a good time. This is a good time for that.
Sorry, do you mean ask questions about the fight?
About anything. we're just hanging out here until what did I say, 21? So we got a few more minutes here.
Well, unless you're already going to go over it, I'm just curious if there are any unique mechanics.
Oh yeah,
apart from-
I'll talk about like TA specific stuff at 21.
Right then.
You don't microwave rice? I was getting flack the other day for saying I microwave water. Why would you? Oh, here we go.
Actually, microwaving water can potentially be dangerous. If it gets to boiling point without it actually being allowed to boil properly.
Oh, that you're
When-
talking? Yeah, you're talking about a pressure, like that's effectively an explosive.
Yeah. Well,
You don't wanna
except
do
that it's not going to be the shockwave or anything that hurts. It's going to be the literally boiling water blasting your face.
Okay. Yeah, like don't boil stuff in the well, unless it's like a pressure cooker. Maybe a pressure cooker is designed for that purpose. But other than that, definitely don't boil water in a container that's not supposed to do it with. That's your safety tip. No marker TA. That's right. No marker TA. There we go. No marker TA. Actually, those are the wrong set of markers anyway. I don't like having the Charlie marker down south because like there's nothing going on down here. And like we already have Alpha, Delta, and Bravo for orientation. At least in the corner over there, that's where Unseen Eye comes out. So it's a easy read. All right, 21. Let's go ahead and get a ready check. Let's just make sure that all of our teammates, well, not all of our new teammates specifically are back from break. So if someone has cleared and they're not responding, just count them as present. And wiggle check. Do not get AFK kicked if you just are rejoining us. Okay, no, I'm not going to continue that discussion. All right. Alpha is here. Bravo, ready. Charlie, are your new folks back? And Delta, are your new folks back? Now I'm hungry. All right, looking for a attendance, a accountability check from Charlie and Delta. All right, I'm assuming we're waiting for uh Charlie and yep, okay. Again, if they've cleared, then just count them as here. They don't need to hear me talk about TA for like the 10th, 20th, 50th, 100th time. And Delta as well. I haven't seen anything for Delta. Oh, Delta ready. Never mind. I see there. Who's missing from Delta? Is it Baggy? is it someone else?
I'm afraid I did not
Oh,
notice.
Charlie. I'm sorry, Charlie. Okay, so we're waiting on Boodles. I think Boodles is cleared. Yeah, they've shown that they're cleared. Okay, so we're gonna roll forward. Just the cleared folks already know what's up here, so we're gonna talk about some TA specific stuff. I'm not gonna do a full fight breakdown here. The expectation is that I'm just gonna talk about a few like overarching, like mechanics, and then the rest of it you're just gonna learn firsthand with your body. Okay, this is that kind of fight. Like we can stand here and talk about mechanics for an hour, like I did do at one point early on, and then still wipe. Because this is just one of those things that you just have to experience firsthand multiple times if necessary to get the proficiency at it. All right. So that said, I'll talk about a few things here. Elemental brand. So if you can recall, the normal mode version of this fight, you got that temperature that you had to manipulate, and in normal mode, you always have to finish at 0 temperature, normal temp or neutral temperature, by the end of the mechanic, right? Here in Savage, that will also be the case for the first half of the fight. So the first 3 weapon sequences, you want to finish with your overhead temperature to be at 0, no temperature, neither hot nor cold. Then the second half of this fight, you will be dealing with Elemental Brand. Trinity Avowed will cast Elemental Brand. After that cast goes out, you want to look at your debuffs and identify what brand of debuff you have. Okay, so you're going to get a debuff is going to say something like -2 cold brand or +1 hot brand, something like that. Whatever that is, you want to finish with your overhead opposite that Elemental Brand debuff. Okay, so pop quiz. Pick a new person. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to attempt to give me an answer here, okay? Zolin Scribnus. Let's say you get a elemental brand, you get a brand of -2 cold brand. So you have a debuff of -2 cold brand over your head. You want to finish with what temperature?
2 fire?
Yep, that's correct. Good job. All right, so that is elemental brand, right? Whatever debuff you get, you want to finish with your overhead temperature opposite your elemental brand, just like that. Okay. Moving on, quick march. Let's talk about quick march. There are 3 quick march mechanics. The first 2 just start on the 3 marker in the middle and point it towards the thing that will not kill you. The third time you see quick march, you will be in the save column during the arrow phase. You use that quick march to march 2 squares into the square where your target arrow is going to land. Okay, 2 squares. Don't sprint. Don't like lost swift or anything like that during quick march, and you should be good to go. Healers, please do not combat res or healer LB3 outside of a specific window. Pretty much just as long as there's no temperature mechanics up, I will call for healer LB3 exactly between the 5th and 6th mechanics halfway through the Glory of Boja. Okay, count on me to call it out at that specific moment in time. Please do not cast it early or late, because again, if you res your teammates during temperature mechanics, they're going to get off the ground. They won't be able to complete the mechanic that we're looking at, and then they're going to die again. Okay, so just make sure you observe a little bit of discipline there if you're going to healer LB3, and wait for me to call it out. Aether shielding tanks. Go ahead and slot in your first of 2 Aether shield charges. Pseudo healer, go ahead and reslot Cure 4. Go back up to 25 out of 25 so you're not fumbling for Lost Cure 4 when it's time to heal. It's a bad time to realize you're out of Lost Cure 4 charges when we get hit by Gloria Boja. Your teammates are bleeding to death. You're hitting that Cure 4 and nothing's coming out. By the time you realize it, you open up your Lost holster, your Lost Finds holster, you're fumbling around looking for the Cure 4, you're slotting in. Like your teammates are already dead, okay? So go ahead and just 3 up 25 out of 25 right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get ready checks out and report when ready. While ready checks are going out, I want to shout out I want to say a few more things here, rather. So, TA is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. If this is your first time here, listen to callouts and do what you think you need to do. If you die here, it is not the end of the world, all right? Just relax, don't get flustered, and learn from your death. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just playing video games here on this fall Saturday in the middle of November. You know, we're just having a nice chill time. If you're having like raid anxiety, you know that is a thing. I recognize that. I'm not gonna tell you how to feel, but try to not be too nervous here. Don't get so stressed out that, especially if it's your first time here, or you're building up your skill proficiency, that you're like not gonna learn anything. Okay, that's not, you know, this is not that serious that you have to get stressed out over it like that much, right? You're just playing video games, no big deal. But yeah, try to stay mentally engaged and learn as much as you can. If you happen to die early, okay, like maybe during the first temperature mechanic or even before that, don't mentally check out. All right, just pay attention to the boss, target the boss, look at your teammates, try to get as much information as you can from the floor, and then maybe the next time you go in here, you'll do a little bit better, right? You want to play the long game when you're progging DRS, and like all other content really as well. All right, that's all I got. If we wipe here, then we wipe. No big deal. I will not take us back in, so hopefully we can get past it here. Bomb Cyclone. Oh, that, yeah. I'm feeling that over here too in Vegas. Bravo ready. Alpha ready. Yes. Force March is always 2 tiles. I think I did mention that, but just be sure I said it. Staying by for Charlie and Delta. Delta ready. Some folks don't want Shell. Like, especially tanks with like 10 forge stacks. Like, we don't need Shell. Just because that's one less buff that we need to carry, so we don't get like buff called. All right, Charlie ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and take a bite of your raid food, your moqueca, smoked chicken, whatever you got, pot toast salad, caviar canapes and or caviar canapes. To this day, I cannot remember how to pronounce that, but that's okay. One day I'll look it up. All right, tank stance check. All tanks, turn your tank stances off. I shall be the only one with tank stance on. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right, TA is hard, not impossible. Please don't psych yourself out of the win. Do as much damage as you can coming out the gate. Potions, lost actions, everything you got. Good luck ripping threat from me, because I'm going to spam my shield lob at the very beginning here. So go ham. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, tank stack up front with me. All right, we're going to stack and share this buster. Stack and share. All right, return to your teammates. All right, Aether Shield. Heavy Mitt. One day I'll do a proper Paladin opener. Today's not that day. Down front, down front. Everyone get in front of the boss. All right, next is behind or out. Caster's Fizz range can pre-position for both. Without. Go away from the boss. Away from the boss. All right, she's going to adjust to 3, get behind the boss after she moves. All right, stay behind the boss, get behind the boss. She's facing north. All right, tanks up front, don't pop any mitigation just yet. Everyone take a look at your quick march debuff. All right, stack and share. Make sure you pop the mitt. That will hurt. All right, point your quick march away from the column of fire. We're going Bravo or Delta. What's going to be? We're going to Bravo in 2, 1, march. All right. Got a few firewalkers. Almost. You almost made it. All right, take note of your overhead temperature. You want to finish at 0 temperature by the end of this mechanic. Find your arrow. When it comes out, find your arrow that you need to get shot by. There's no preview line, so find your arrow, trace it out, walk yourself into where it's going to go. Arrow's already resolving in 2, 1. Contact. All right, stack on boss, stack on boss. All right, Aether Shield, heavy mitt. I forgot what's next. It's okay, we're fine. All right, down front. Down front, she's facing towards 3. Get in front of the boss. All right, she's gonna move on her own here. Don't start any new burst. She is going away very soon. So take note of your overhead temperature. You want to finish at neutral temperature by the end of this mechanic. She's going to slash twice. You got 2 chances to neutralize your overhead temperature here. All right, I'm going to call a safe spot. Safe spot is 4. So from 4, move north, south, east, or west only. Step into the sword slash of your clone. From 4, north, south, east, or west only. All right. Second safe spot is 3. If you still need to get hit, you're go north, south, east, or west of 3 to get your sword slash. If you go diagonal, you're gonna get hit by 2 swords. That's what that is. All right, stack on boss, stack on boss. All right, Aether Shield, heavy mitt. Okay, without. Yep. Okay, go away from the boss. Go away from the boss. Away from the boss. Okay. Stack on 3. All right. Take note of your overhead temperature. You want to be at neutral after a quick march. You want to be neutral by the end of this mechanic. You're going to use this quick march that you just got. You're going to point that at the boulder that will neutralize your overhead temperature. So stack on 3 here. Healers, please heal us up after this hits. All right, point your quick march towards the thing that will neutralize your overhead temperature. We are marching in 3, 2, 1, march. Oh, I forgot to rampart. Whoops. All right, stack on boss, stack on boss. All right, Aether Shield, heavy mitt. All right, coming up next, she's going to go to the middle and face north. We're going to the second half of this fight. We will be dealing with Elemental Brand from this point forward. All right, so get behind the boss now. She's facing north. Get behind the boss. Behind the boss. All right. Take note of the Charlie marker. Observe Unseen Eye. Do not get shot by these clones. All right, looks like intercardinals are safe. All right, pop sprint. Wait for the orange on the floor to go away. Go to Bravo now. Go to Bravo now. Oh, damn, she's almost dead. All right. Respect this mechanic. We might see it. Take note of your overhead temperature. That's part 1. Take note of your Elemental Brand debuff. Part 2. You might already be balanced. All right, take note of your Quick March debuff. So if you're already balanced, you're looking for the empty square. Treat that as the 0 arrow, and it follows the same movement mechanics. All right, find your square. Move 2 squares away. We are marching in 4, 3. That was a really fast kill. Very good. All right, let's. Do we have any dead? No. All right, cool.
I died
job.
several times, but re-raisers exist.
Yep. Make sure you, if you came back to life, if you don't have a re-raiser buff on, everyone who came back to life, make sure you pop a re-raiser. Okay, all of our new folks, we're not going ahead, by the way. All of our new folks and whoever else wants to participate, please return to the room with the single pink trap in it. And we're going to open the way forward. The next encounter is not the queen. Yeah, good job. Got some folks who no death TA for the first time. All right, again, all of our new folks and whoever else wants to participate, please return to the room with the traps. Or the single trap. There's only 1 trap now. All right, is this everyone? All right. On the count of 3, we are going to jump on this trap, and then we are going to hold a foot race. We're going to race to get... we're going to take the teleport pad behind the TA arena, and instead of going to the queen, we're going to go straight into the gate that is usually not open for normal mode. All right. So here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go. Oh, you didn't. You were a little too far away from the trap if you were trying to touch it. All right, that's fine. You got. There's always next time.
So,
Oh, okay. I see what happened. Where you? Oh no, that never mind. I thought that was an ethereal manipulation. Sorry, what was there a question?
I was just going to ask, why is it only the new people are doing this mini thing?
Well, it's not only. It's new people and whoever else wants to participate. That's specifically what I said. So.
Ah.
But yeah, I asked. Yeah, there's that. But there's traps downstairs. By the way, please do not just like auto brain down there. But go downstairs and then wait for our sweep 3 to reveal traps. The reason I ask for new folks though is that I try to make sure that everyone who goes through DRS sees us at least once. Because I've been on runs where like back when I didn't know what was going on. Who's sweep 3? That is Zohar. Zohar, go ahead and slot in Lost Perception and reveal traps. Is Zohar here? Maybe they're not. Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, there you are. Yeah. 2 in this room and 1 on the bridge. Be very careful. All right, 1 more on the bridge. Be careful of that. It is an explosive trap. There it is. All right. Mindfully, manually navigate to this next arena. All right. You know what? I think after 3 years of doing DRS, the Minotaur is finally being like, you better respect me or else. And that's why we've been eating it here lately. But that's all right. It's just we're paying the tax that we didn't pay previously. So that said, I would like to see 2 reflectors and 2 dispellers. Reflectors on Bravo, dispellers on Delta. Not more than that. Still want to save something for the Queen. And then tanks, please hug the wall. And take a position on a numbered marker that I'm putting on the outside of the arena here. All right. If you're experienced and you're standing next to someone else with experience, please go find another marker to stand in. We want to spread the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of wisdom around, and like let's not have 2 new folks stand next to each other. All right, give me this. I'll take position on 2. All right. So we did wipe here like last Saturday and also last night. I just want to address that real quick here. Give me a second. Okay, so tanks specifically, some feedback. I was looking at the logs and stuff. Try not to cut too close of a. Sorry, 1 second. Try not to cut too close of a path, like when you do your initial pull of your ad, because like it can tether to the middle. So what you want to do is make sure that when you attempt to secure threat on your ad, and I'm kind of just talking to veterans right now. When you secure threat on your ad, make sure to pull it so it goes all the way out to the outer ring. Of course, don't let it like auto attack you, but pull it far out. And then once it gets close, once you start getting nervous that it's about to attack you, start doing your rotation. Okay, you generally want to try your best to have your Minotaur faced outside of the arena, by way of being like not so far that you're causing it to like cut a close path towards the middle, but of course don't be so close that it's like going to hit you. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind when you're baiting your ad. Okay, try not to have your ad walk too close of a path to the middle because it will tether to the middle. I think that's what got us like the last 2 times we were here. So just be kind of mindful of that. Leno, why don't you come over to why don't you go hug the wall and go to 3? Why don't you go to 3? Let's have you. I thought we only had 7 tanks, but it looks like we have 8 tanks. So just keep it in the pocket. Oh no, I see now Fumi here. Have it ready to go as an in an emergency. Syntax, and then why don't you come over here to 4 syntax, and then be a backup puller for now Fumi. Okay. Actually, do you have excellence? No, you don't. Okay, yeah. So you're just gonna be a backup ad baiter for Naofumi. If Naofumi actually goes down, just like try to take over and continue incense and spam MP. All right. Any other tanks sitting in the sides here? Wiggle check, by the way. You don't get AFK kicked. All right. So I'm gonna take position on 2 here. Naofumi, you're gonna be self sweeping. Do you think you can do that, or do you need to? Yeah, Naofumi is going to self sweep, unless Naofumi is not comfortable doing that. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's try that. So Naofumi instead will be sweeping for syntax. Let's just make this as safe as possible. So Naofumi is going to be sweeping for syntax. Naofumi just when you're. Well, you know what? I'll explain this all together. But you're gonna be trap sweep for syntax Naofumi. Okay, so the way this is going to work are reflectors on Bravo. Let's just get 2. We still have oh, actually no. You know what? That's fine. 3 is fine. All right. So all 3 of you are reflecting on Bravo. You're reflecting a ball of fire. Reindeer and Sunday are dispelling a ball of earth. I'm like 99% sure our dispellers know what to do. So reflectors, your job, when Stigma Lock Lord here hits 70%, it jumps to the middle, becomes untargetable. You guys on Bravo and Delta will go to the inner ring. So like this ring that I'm marking right here, you go to that ring, and our reflectors are looking for a single ball of fire. Okay, all of you are going to attempt to reflect the same thing. There's only one. Only one of you needs to reflect it, technically speaking, but assume that your co-reflectors are dead, because they actually might be. So don't be like, oh, my co-reflectors got that, it's far away, I'll get the next one. Don't do that, okay? Go do each and every reflect mechanic until you know for a fact you see it's dead, okay? Don't leave it to your co-dispeller. Don't leave it to your co-reflectors, because your co-reflectors might be on the ground. But all your reflect and dispel mechanics are inside of the inner ring that I marked with the Bravo and Delta markers. Okay, they're just gonna be in random locations inside of the inner ring. Like they might be like this. Okay, they might be like, I don't know, like this, like this. But the point being here that I'm trying to make is that they're always directly opposite of each other. So reflectors, if you're attempting to reflect and you see a ball of earth show up next to you, the ball of fire, if you're looking for it, it's on the other side of where that ball of earth just showed up. Okay, they're always directly opposite of each other. All right, reflectors and dispellers, if you have any questions, please ask. All right, a little wiggle check. Don't get AFK kick. I want to make sure that we don't lose anyone here to anti-AFK. All right, I'm going to talk about tank stuff here. So I'm putting some markers in kind of rough locations inside the inner ring. This is roughly where the ads will spawn during ad phase, okay? We have been having some trouble with this, you know, in the past few days. Just kind of shake that off, and, you know, we'll try it again here, okay? So when your ad shows up, all right, I'm trying to like emphasize this. Pull your ad out to the outer ring, okay? Provoke, spam, or turn your tank stance on. If you're numbered tank, turn your tank stance on, provoke, spam your threat tool. That's your unmanned shield lob, lightning shot tomahawk, and you keep spamming that threat tool. In syntax's case, you just provoke with MP. But yeah, keep spamming that threat tool, and then bring it out to the outer ring. When it gets close to the outer ring and it's like almost about to hit you, start rotating it clockwise around the outer ring. Okay, pull it far away from the middle of the arena If it's too close to the middle, it will tether to the middle boss. Okay, that's how we got some fast dudes in the last 2 attempts on this. All right, so pull it out to the outer ring. Once it's on the outer ring, without getting hit, just start rotating clockwise around the outer side, the outer ring. Right. So tanks and syntax. When we start doing that movement, there's going to be an entrapment that shows up. So the floor will turn yellow about 2/3 of the way to the next marker. When that floor turns yellow, go move to the next marker that is open. Right. So those of us on 2 we're going to 3. Those of you on 3 are going to 4, 4 to 1, 1 to 2. Okay. Wait for the yellow to get bright and go away. When the yellow goes away, the unmarked tank will pop sprint, invuln, and run the next quarter lap. The next quarter lap ahead of your ad baiting partner. Unmarked tank books it, pop sprint, invuln, run the next quarter lap. You're going to explode exactly 1 time. Marked tank, continue spamming your threat tool and walking at a safe distance behind your trap sweep partner. Okay, don't get caught up in your trap sweeper's like explosion. Right, it shouldn't be too hard. Just give it like a half a second, just like slime side. All right, and then once you've done that maneuver, unmarked tanks, just return to your ad baiting partner and assume second threat on the ad. Take over if necessary. If your ad baiter dies or if something else is going on, just kind of rely on your own cognizance there. All right. For everyone else who is not responsible for something specific, you are all gathering on the 1 marker. Okay, you're going to gather on the 1 marker. And from the 1 marker, if you can engage at range, you can attack the oncoming ad coming from alpha. If you're melee, please do not leave the 1 marker. Okay, samurais, MP, ninjas throw daggers. Monks cannot throw hands. You got to put your hands in your pockets and chill out on the 1 marker. But yeah, stay on the numbered marker until the first push-pull mechanic. Okay, so what that's going to look like for the majority of you, wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kicked. What that's going to look like for the majority of you, you're going to see tanks go off and do stuff. Don't follow them. You're going to see another tank coming from your right. Don't try to come up here and get like melee DPS on the ad. Just chill out on your numbered marker. Floor is going to turn yellow. Yellow is going to go away. You're going to see a tank pop sprint invuln and just go off to the left. Don't follow them because they're blowing up a trap. There's going to be another tank coming from your right. They might also blow a trap like right here. Okay. You're going to get one of 2 debuffs of concern at that point. So take a look. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at Raid Text Chat, Fapa the Shikyo. The latest picture that they put in has a picture of those ads and where to stand to resolve them. Okay, what that is a push-pull, kind of like pull in, knockback mechanic. Okay, depending on the debuff. If you get the debuff with lines, you want to start. I'm going to take this marker out for a second. You want to start on the outer lip away from Stigma Lock Lord and then get pulled in. That's what the lines is. Okay, you're getting pulled across the notch. If you get the other...
Sorry, question. Which do you mean by they both have lines? Do you mean the one with the curved white things?
Okay, see the sacrifice pull debuff?
Yes.
Okay, that debuff has like white lines in it.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, debuff with lines, that is a pull in effect. You want to start from the outside and you get pulled in. If you get the debuff with the pink cloud and the dude getting knocked back, you start from the inside and get pushed out. That's a knockback effect, right? Maybe you're over here and you're like, oh, Nacl, that's so easy to remember. How hard can this be? It's only 2 debuffs. Well, let me tell you, 2 debuffs. I thought that was easy at first, and then I died here like 5 times until I really internalized what those debuffs mean. The first one you get is going to resolve in 3 seconds. Excuse me, not 3 minutes, 3 seconds. So if you're standing on the number and the first of your 2 debuffs goes out, immediately move to the back or front end of the notch and then resolve that pull in, push out. Okay. Easy way to remember the mnemonic that I use. If you get debuff with lines, Stigma Lock Lord in the middle is eating spaghetti. Slurp, you're getting sucked in. Oh, wiggle check, by the way. Don't get AFK kicked. Yeah, debuff with lines, Stigma Lock Lord in the middle is eating spaghetti. Slurp, you're getting sucked in. If you get the pink cloud after dinner, Stigma Lock Lord is blowing out cigar smoke. blow. You're getting blown out. Okay, so hopefully that helps you remember. Lines, you're getting sucked in, slurped in. Pink cloud, you're getting blown out. All right, move to the appropriate side of your notch and resolve that mechanic. Tanks who are pulling ads, try to get like one more notch away from your ad when you're resolving that after the first one, because your ad is going to keep moving. So just get far enough away so that your ad doesn't catch up. And it's kind of challenging to do. Sometimes even I mess up doing that, but just kind of keep that in mind so you don't get killed during a push pull by your ad. Okay, that is all I got. I'm gonna main tank the ad here, and then I'll be sweeping for a con from 2. All right, let's go ahead and get raid checks. Yeah, I know we have some. We might be having like a little bit of trauma here from the last 2 attempts at this. Just shake it off. We're just playing video games. No big deal. If we happen to wipe, we're definitely going to be learning something. All right, Bravo ready, Alpha ready. Stand by for Charlie and Delta. Yeah, the important thing here is don't freak out. Okay, sometimes like when shit starts hitting the fan, I see people like running around and just like not doing anything. Try to focus and do what you can in that moment. Yeah, I'll call for wait, are you saying you're gonna call for GDP or you want me to call it? Syntax. Me? Okay. All right. Charlie ready, Delta ready, all teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. This is technically not an enraging fight, but it'll hurt if we start fucking up, right? So just go ahead and eat some food here. All right, tank stance check. All tank stances off for the moment. I'll be taking point here. When ad phase starts, our numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 tanks will turn their tank stances on. All right, stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Yeah, no healer LB3. So we'll don't worry about that. Just focus on staying alive and doing mechanics. And we've got a trick in the bag that may or may not work. It's completely RNG, so 33% chance to work. All right, 10 seconds. I'm gonna be aiming a buster up north. Get ready to stand clear of that. 2, 1, let's go. All right, get ready to get inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Find your arm's length surecast. Arm's length surecast now. All right, dodge this triple whack. All right, tanks, don't dodge too far away from your assigned marker, okay? All right, get to your positions now. That was a little quick. All right, tank stance on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull your ad to the outside. Outer ring. All right, start moving it. Start rotating clockwise. Good job. That's far. All right, good job. All right, get to the safe spot. Get to the next safe spot. Unmarked tanks, get ready to run. Sprint invul and run the quarter now. Marked tanks, keep moving. All right, good job. All right, debuffs are out. Line is pull in, pink cloud push out. Oh, God. Okay, I got it. We're good. Get back into a notch. Nope. Twice come ruin. I'm dead. Con, can you provoke quickly? There you go. Keep moving. You can't. Don't stay in melee range like that. All right, we're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. All right, debuffs are coming out. They're not going to resolve right away. All right, good job. Oh, that's a devastating bolts coming out. Get into a notch. All right, we're good. Puddles are coming out. Spread out from 1. Don't like cluster up on that number, please. All right, resolve debuffs. Line and pull in. Pink cloud push out. Resolve debuffs now. All right, stay cool. Respect the ball of fire, ball of earth. All right, respect the balls. All right, good job. Check tank stance. All right, Ray White going out. Please mid gate for your teammates. Check tank stance. Make sure it's off. Yo, now Fumi's taking point here, I guess. Okay. All right, drop all the puddles out on the outside. All right, got it. There we go. 1,000 ton swing coming out. Get away from this. Get away from this. This is 20-yard swing. All right, back to the middle. There's going to be 2 sets of puddles. Take all the puddles out to the... Oh, where's it get marked? Roger that. Oh, I got 2 sets of puddles. Please, game. All right. There, get away from that marker. You know what it is. All right. All right, dodge triple whack. Whack, whack, whack. All right, I'm going to drag the boss to the wall here. Please follow me, but stay right behind the boss. Syntax, get ready. All right, I'm going to aim a buster out here. After the buster goes out, stack on the wall with me, okay? Get ready to stack on me. Stack on me now. Stack on me now. Stack on me now. All right, dodge triple whack. Good? All right. Good job. Cool. Let's check for death. Make sure we don't have any more dead people here. All right. Good job, everyone. Never want to take that for granted ever again. So, good job getting through, not Phantom, Minotaur. All right. Let's loot our chest and move on to the final encounter.
Are there any traps beyond here?
Nope. No traps.
Okay. Whoever did that with the marks, that's funny.
I've been
Yeah, it's
saving
a-
those markers for 4 years.
Nice. All right. If you're watching the cutscene, don't feel compelled to skip it or anything.
Is it any different from the normal?
I don't know off the top of my head. I want to say no, but I'm not sure. Is it the same as normal? Syntax is saying it's the same. I have no idea. All right. Who is our pure invuln? So I'll be 2. Actually, no, I'll be 3. Yeah, there's only 3 paladins here. So we'll have you do this, and then Boodles will be 2, I guess. All right, good enough. So we're gonna disrespect the Buster just between us 3 marked tanks here. Now Fumi's gonna pull after the countdown. You're gonna cleansing slash, or you're gonna invuln the first cleansing slash. Boodles will take over tanking after 2 hits go out. Boodles, we're gonna do some more mechanics, and then you're gonna invuln your cleansing slash after Relentless 1. I'll provoke after that. We're gonna do more mechanics, and I'll invuln the cleansing slash after Super Chest 2, and then I'll keep the boss at that point. Should be pretty straightforward. All right, all of our reflectors and dispellers, reflectors on Bravo, anyone who is reflect capable on Bravo, all of you guys with like light curtains in the pocket, any healers with leftover reflect, all of our reflect capable people on Bravo. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Dispellers on Delta. We still need dispellers. There's only 2. We still need dispellers. All right, so at least 3 dispellers, great, and a whole bunch of reflectors. All right, so there's gonna be 2 points in this fight. There's gonna be 5 randomly placed not aura spheres, lightning orbs. Not unlike previous reflect mechanics in this dungeon, this one we don't have to reflect all of them. Okay, we only need to reflect 1, but it's a big orb and it's very high off the ground. Okay. The orb looks similar to this. I'm going to put the marker here, like on a square. The orb, if you look at the Charlie marker, the orb will be as high off the ground as the letter C in that marker. And the orb itself, like the graphic, is as big as the letter C in that marker, okay? Be careful because it could show up like inside of the queen's hitbox, like that, okay? So if that happens, just like I'll try to identify it, but like keep your eyes open. Those of you who are completely incapable of reflecting, just kind of hang out a little bit south of the queen. You don't. The important thing is you don't want to be like right underneath that big old halo, that circular wall that she has behind her. Don't be like right underneath that, and then have your vision occluded. Okay, because the orb might show up like right on the other side of that. So you want to make sure that you have a clear line of like sight over your head, just so you can see like if anything weird shows up. All right. If you see this show up over your head, you need to move. All right. There's gonna be a like a lightning orb. Just get far away from that. And please don't dodge a lightning orb just to run into another lightning orb. Sometimes I see that happen. Sometimes I do that. So just be mindful of your positioning and what's around you. Okay. That's gonna add 2 points in the fight. Just like give the orb and charge keep the spelling. I'm also not going to call. Don't count on me rather to call out which specific lightning orb to reflect. Just all of you pick one, and if you happen to pick one as like an individual, and you're like where is everyone? Because like everyone picked a different one. Don't insist on reflecting your own orb. Okay, walk over to where everyone else is and continue reflecting. That reflect buff is 10 seconds. Okay, you'll have enough time to do that. All right, don't insist on reflecting your own orb because you're most likely going to fail unless you have a specific plan for that. Okay, so that's reflect and dispel. And dispel, just spam dispel until all of our buffs are gone. There's 4 buffs. All right, let me go to full host plan. I forgot what's next here. It's been so long. Not really. Super chests. Let's talk about super chests. So if you have your own method of resolving super chests, great. Just do whatever is comfortable for you. If not, and you're following callouts, this is how I'm calling it out. Okay. Observe the markers on the field. I use the so-called wall strat, and I use the right wall facing the safe spot. So what that is that you're gonna get when that mechanic happens, the first thing that's gonna show up is the safe spot and 2 debuffs on you. Okay. First, observe where the safe spot is. You want to start running the other way. That safe spot is where we want to finish. We don't want to start there. So find the safe spot, go the other way. It's going to show up in one of 2 positions, either dead north, that tile north of the queen right now, or this tile down south. Okay, only 2 possible locations for that safe spot. So wherever that safe spot is, you start running away because you want to finish there. As you're running away, take a look at your debuffs. You're going to have 2 debuffs with numbers in them, right? Add those 2 numbers up. You will come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7, right? 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7, so on and so forth, okay?
Sorry,
So-
could you say that all again?
All of it? Like how far back?
The part where you started talking about the debuff.
Yes. Okay. So, you're going to look at your 2 debuffs. You're going to get 2 debuffs, right? They're going to be numbers inside of those debuffs. Identify those numbers, add them up. And you're going to come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. Are you tracking? Or do you
Yep.
need more than that?
No,
Okay.
I'm following now.
Okay. So you're going to come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. Based on that sum, I'll be giving you instructions based on if you're 5, 6, or 7. So for example, actually before I say example, wiggle check, don't get AFK kicked. We've been here for a little bit. I don't want people to get AFK kicked at this point. Okay, so to continue, for example, let's say the safe spot shows up north, right? There's going to be that tile behind the queen. So you see that light up, you start running south. Okay, you don't want to start in the safe spot, you want to finish in the safe spot. So if it shows up north, you start running south. As you're running south, you're going to look at your debuffs. Right, you're going to see two numbers. Add those two numbers up. You're going to come up with a sum of 5, 6, or 7. Based on that sum, I'll be like, you're going to listen to these instructions. I'm going to say something like 5, like wall is safe, back is safe. 5's on 2, 6 is in the corner, 7's on delta. All right, I'm going to say something like that. Based on your sum, you go to that square that I identify. So if you, in that instance, you have 5, you go to the square with the 2. 5's on 2. If you're 6, if you have like 2 plus 4, 4 plus 2, and you're 6, you go to the back right corner, this tile right here. 6 is in the corner. If you have 7, 3 plus 4 is 7. So if you have 7, you go to 7's on delta. So you go to this delta square, okay? So that's the first part. 5, 6, or 7, you go to the square that I identify. Once you're in position, once you're on that square, hold position and wait for the first of your 2 debuffs to show up. Okay, so let's say you're a 5 in this situation, right? And I say 5's on Bravo, and let's say Bravo squares up there. So 5's on Bravo. You go up to that Bravo tile and you wait. You're gonna get a number of dots over your head. It's gonna be one of your 2 numbers, 2 or 3, right? Because 2 plus 3 is 5, so it's gonna be 2 or 3. So let's say you get 3. 3 dots show up over your head. That means you have to walk 3 tiles. The way you walk out those tiles is to the right facing the safe spot. So if the safe spot's up north, you're going to the right facing the safe spot. So let's say 3 is your first number. So you go 1, 2, and you don't go into the death wall because this right here is the death wall. Don't go there. So the third tile, you go, once you run out of tiles going towards the right, you go down the death wall. So the third tile is down there, right? You wait until like you're going to get a stun. You wait for that stun to finish. You're going to get a checkbox over your head. That means you did it right. And then you're going to get your second debuff to show up. That second debuff, you're going to walk from your position the remaining 2 squares because 3 plus 2 is 5. So it's only, you're going to have a 2, so it's going to be 1, 2, and you finish in the safe square, okay? If you're like 7's on like delta, for instance, like you're going to get 3 and 4, so you start over here, then you go 1, 2, 3, wait for the stun, and then you go 1, 2, 3, and then finish in the safe spot, okay? So the gist of it is pay attention to your debuffs, go to that square that I'm asking you to go to, wait for the first of your 2 debuffs to show up, walk that number of tiles. When it shows up, walk that number of tiles towards the right, then down the death wall until you run out of dots. Okay, you're not going to finish in the safe spot right away. Wait for the stun. You're going to get a check mark if you did it right, and then continue on to the safe spot. If you get a big red line over your head, that means you went too far, and you're panicking. Okay, you're not paying attention to the number of dots over your head. So make sure you take note. Walk that many tiles to the right, then down the wall when you run out of space to the right, and then wait for the stun, and then do the second movement, whatever that is. All right, it's a lot. I know I talked about a lot. It's just, that's just what you're gonna do when that shows up, and just try to do that as best as you can. There's gonna be a point during this fight where I say stack on me, specifically for Relentless 2. I'm gonna do some small movements. Make sure to stick with me as close as possible. Like your feet should be on top of my feet. That's how close you should be stacking when I call for that. All right, so just kind of wait for me to call that out. Okay. Yes. I call it safe spot relative. It's not always north. It might show up down south. Just wherever that safe spot is, I'm making calls relative to that safe spot. Okay. So however you want to think of that. If it's safe spot 12 o'clock, then there you go. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, one more thing. Tanks. You have a second Aether Shield. Do not go ahead and slot that in right now. That second Aether Shield is for soft and rage. Okay. If we happen to get that far, and we start seeing soft and rage, I'll call for an Aether Shield going into that series of raid wides, and then gonna use that second Aether Shield to overslot your currently existing Aether Shield that will be on cooldown. What you're doing is you're resetting the cooldown timer on it when you slot in the new Aether Shield. You're gonna need to do that because during Soft and Rage, there's gonna be an Empyrean Iniquity that does need to be Aether Shielded in the middle of all the other Aether or all the other raid wides that are happening at the same time. All right, so just that's what that second Aether Shield is for. And then speaking of which, Empyrean Iniquity, God Save the Queen are all the raid wides of concern for this fight. On every instance of that, I will call for Aether Shield and Heavy Mitt. So just protect your teammates accordingly, okay? And casters in Fizz range, please don't stray too far away. Sometimes I'll see this. Like, we'll do a mechanic, and then, like, you guys are just out in BFE, outside of, like, Aether Shield range, outside of, like, healer mitts and stuff like that. Don't do that. Okay, stack up with everyone. There's no, like, positionals or anything to pursue here. All right, that is all I have. Let's go ahead and get ready checks out, please. And while ready checks are going out, I want to shout out all the people who helped make this run happen today. So, Slime Protect Bubble today was Sunday Fun Day. Thank you for bringing Protect and Bubble and giving it to everyone at Slime on Slime side to get us through. Our two renders today was Nicholas Kostenberg, 1Z7 Song. So thank you to Nicholas Kostenberg and 1Z7 Song for applying Lost Rend armor to all enraging encounters. Shout out to Syntax Error for once again doing the duel, being a super duper expert by now. Probably sick of doing the duel. But yeah, thank you for doing the duel once again, getting everyone their hand token and contributing your excellent DPS to all encounters here. Sweep to Boodles Buttercakes, thank you for revealing traps on the way down to TA. Zohar Oranir Sweep 3, thank you for revealing traps after TA on the way to Minotaur. Our Sheller, our pre-TA Sheller was Arsun Kuryami, so thank you Arsun for giving everyone Shell prior to TA. Reindeer Alyssa is giving everyone Shell here before the Queen, so thank you Reindeer for doing that. Our Golem side lead today was Rain Everhart, so thank you Rain for leading everyone through Golem side. And finally, last but not least, I want to thank you specifically, you big boys, and also you Liza Bordine, and you Thunder Chicken, and all of you who made time out of your busy weekend schedule to be here with us on Lego Steppers. Thank you for trusting me with your time, Nacl Free. Hopefully I used it effectively. All right. And that is all I got. Bravo ready, Alpha ready, Delta ready, Charlie ready. I just came here to hit stuff. Okay. Tank stance check. Only Naofumi should have tank stance on. All other tank stance is off. Sorry. Oh, markers. We don't need markers, do we? I thought I put them down. Oh, 'cause I took them out to demonstrate something. That's right. Yeah, we do need markers. Appreciate the reminder. All right. Naofumi tank stance on. All other tank stance off. Go ahead and pop food for the final time in this instance. Go ahead and take a bite of your mokikas, smoked chicken, whatever you got. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Yo, that's true though. You could have chosen to spend your time literally doing anything else. Like doing the new raid or like going out, I don't know. But you're here. I don't want to take that for granted. All right, 10 seconds. No need to rotate the boss or anything now for me. Just stay in range of your teammates. Here we go. So they can get Aether Shield and stuff. Lost actions, potions, everything you got. All right, mitigation event, Aether Shield, Heavy Mitt. All right, Murder Chest coming up. Hopefully I don't miscall this. All right, far north, second from south, unsafe. One on the right, two on the left. I have the picture in my head. North Swing Glow is going to force us into a direction. We are going, looks like north. Back half of this tile. Don't go all the way to the wall. Don't go all the way to the wall. Right here. Back half of this tile. I did say back half. We're going left. Over here. Alright. Good job. Now Fumi and a few auto attacks are going to take your buster halfway through the cleansing slash, pop your invuln, okay? So halfway through that, go ahead and invuln that. You're going to take 2 hits. 1, 2. Brutal tank stance on. Go ahead and provoke. Alright, Aether Shield, stack up together. Make sure you mitt. Alright. Cure Forecasters help out with the bleed, by the way. Alright, find the safe spot. We are going away from the safe spot when it shows up. North to south, south to north, whatever it is. Alright, we're going north. Wall back safe. 5's on 4. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 4. So if you have a debuff, the sum is 5. You go to the 4 square. 6 is here in the corner. 7's on 3. Alright, wait. Stand by for your first movement edict. Wait. We are going down the 4 column. When you run out of dots over your head, stop moving. If you see a big red line, you need to go back.
Shit.
Keep comms clear.
I fat fingered my dash.
Keep comms clear, please. Alright, get to the safe spot. Yeah, no commentary during combat, please. Get to the safe spot. Over here on the safe spot. Zalin, get to the safe spot. Nope, never mind. Stun. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and reopen her here with lost actions. Alright, stack up tight. Big mitigation event coming up. Alright, Aether Shield, all team mitts. All team mitts. Alright, good job. Reflectors, Dispellers, activate brain. You're about to do something important. When Sovereignty hits 100, hit your light curtain, start reflecting. If you're not capable of reflect, start going away. Alright, reflect, light curtain now. Find an orb. There's one in the middle. There's one in the middle. If you're not reflecting, get away from the middle. Alright, everyone in that shell. Everyone in the shell. Everyone in the shell. In the shell, in the shell. Alright, doing good. Okay. Alright, observe here up between the numbers 3 and 4. There's a gunner. This is where you're going to show your hole. Order of operations. North swing glow. Tethers to wind. If you're tethered, you will be going to swirly wind puddle. Then gunner mechanic. So north swing glow is coming out. It's going to force us into a direction. We are going to the east. Tethers to wind. Tethers to wind. Once you're in position, aim your opening towards the gunner between 3 and 4 in the corner. Turret on the side. Alright, I'm provoking. I got this. I got this. I'll invuln this. Don't provoke or anything. Alright, Boogles, go ahead and take over. Yep, okay. Full downtime mechanic coming up. Don't start a burst. She's going away and you will be very sad. Alright, this is where you're going to stack on me. So find number 3, stack on my feet. I'm going to do a few movements here. I'm looking for the knight first. Knight is right at corner. Where's the queen? Alright, left side here. 45 to the left, right here. Stack on me. Alright, good job. Untethered soldiers at Alpha and 1. Where's the queen? Alpha and 1. Okay, small triangle right up here. I was a little late on that. That's my fault. All right, reopeners here with lost actions, potions. Blow it up. Aether Shield, heavy mitt. All right, she's gonna go away here for Super Chest 2. Yeah, there's just like a small burst window right here. All right, find the safe spot, go the other way. Just like Super Chest 1. Here we go. All right, we're going north. Wall is safe. Back is safe. 5's on 4. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. Add your debuffs up. Sum of 5. Go to the 4 square. 6 is in the back right corner. 7's on 3. Stand by for first movement edict. All right, down the 4 column. When you run out of dots, stop moving. Big red line, you need to go back. All right, finish it up in the safe spot. If you're going to die, die in the safe spot. All right, Boodles, you're going to take your Buster after this. All right, halfway through this cleansing flash, go ahead and invuln. Halfway through that, go ahead and invuln. No need to rotate it. Just stack with your teammates so they can be in range of your mitigation. All right, stack up tight. Everyone stack up tight. I don't see any dead people, so we're just going to continue here. All right, stack up tight. We're going to bait this Queen's Knight on top of us. Stack up tight. All right, Shield Omen. All right, man, that was really, really fast, quick kill times today, so good job. Good job on that. If you're watching the cutscene, go ahead and watch that. If you're going to loot, make sure you have 4 open slots in your chest. So that is it for Raid. Thank you for coming. If you can spend 15 minutes, we want to shout out, or we want to celebrate by holding our typical like stuff at the end. So if you can stick around for that, great. If not, thank you for coming. So for those of you sticking around, we're going to take a picture on the against the tree in the back here. Yo, you made it all the way to the end. Good